Welcome to iForbes Sports. My name is Yuna, and I'm here to give you the latest NBA results, next game schedule and the updated NBA team standings as of today, April 8, 2024.
We have a very busy 13 NBA games played today, April 8th. In the first game, Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers comes from behind after being down by as much as 26 points to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers at home with a narrow 120-118 victory, with a game-winner shot and game-saving block from Paul George. In the second game, Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving combined for 85 points to officially eliminate the Houston Rockets from this season's playoffs with an overtime win 147-136. Kyrie Irving finished with game-high 48 points, while Luka Doncic added 37 points, 9 rebounds, and 12 assists. In the third game, the Indiana Pacers took care of business at home, defeating the Miami Heat with a narrow victory 117-115. In the fourth game, the Boston Celtics continues its domination as they beat the Portland Trail Blazers at home 127-107. Jaylen Brown led the Celtics with 26 points. For the fifth game, the Orlando Magic defeated the Chicago Bulls at home 113-98. Paolo Banchero led the Magic with 24.6 rebounds and 5 assists. In the sixth game, in the battle of eliminated teams, the Toronto Raptors defeated the Washington Wizards at home 130-122. In the seventh game, the Oklahoma City Thunder keeps their hopes for West number 1 seed, as the Thunder squeezes out a narrow 121-118 road victory against the Charlotte Hornets. In the eighth game, the New Orleans Pelicans scores a huge victory on the road in a very crucial game as they defeated the Phoenix Suns 113-105. Both teams are now tied at 6th and 7th spot with 4 games remaining in the regular season, and the Suns still holds the tiebreaker. In the ninth game, the New York Knicks dealt another loss to the very intriguing East 2nd seed Milwaukee Bucks on the road 122-109. Jalen Brunson had another big game, finishing with 43 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists. In the 10th game, the Joel Embiid-less Philadelphia 76ers outlasted the San Antonio Spurs on the road in overtime 133-126. Tyrese Maxey had a huge night, scoring 52 big points to overcome a great game from Victor Wembanyama, who finishes with 33 points, 18 rebounds, 6 assists, and 7 shot blocks. In the 11th game, the Sacramento Kings blows out the Brooklyn Nets on the road 107-77 to stay in the hunt for at least getting into the West top 6 to avoid play-in games. In the 12th game, the Golden State Warriors get a light workout as they defeated the Utah Jazz at home 118-110 to officially clinch a playoff spot in the play-in games. Klay Thompson led the Warriors with 32 points in a game where Steph Curry rested and did not play. In the 13th and final game, the Minnesota Timberwolves defeated the Los Angeles Lakers on the road 127-117. Naz Reid and Anthony Edwards were terrific in this game as the Timberwolves now tied the Denver Nuggets on the top of the Western Conference with 54 wins and 24 losses, with just 4 games remaining in the race for the West top spot. Minnesota holds the tiebreaker against the Nuggets. Meanwhile, it was a huge loss for the Lakers as they may now eventually take the harder route for a playoff series and may have to go on to the play-in games. LeBron James did not play due to a flu-like symptoms.
With the playoffs positioning heating up, let's now take a look at the NBA games scheduled tomorrow, April 9th, 2024.
Here are the 14 NBA games scheduled for tomorrow. For the first game, the league worst team Detroit Pistons travels to Philadelphia to face the 76ers at 7 in the morning. For the second game, the Indiana Pacers will visit the Toronto Raptors. Tip-off is also at 7 in the morning. For the third game, the Dallas Mavericks travels to Charlotte to face the Hornets at 7 a.m. For the fourth game, the Miami Heat travels to Atlanta to face the Hawks at 7:30 in the morning. For the fifth game, the East number 1 and number 2 teams collides as the Boston Celtics travels to Milwaukee to face the struggling Bucks at 7:30 in the morning. For the sixth game, it's a battle of West-eliminated teams, as Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs will be in Memphis to face the Grizzlies at 8 in the morning. For the seventh game, the Sacramento Kings will be in Oklahoma City to face the Thunder at 8 a.m. For the eighth game, the Minnesota Timberwolves will try to solidify the West top spot as they host the Washington Wizards at 8 a.m. For the ninth game, the Houston Rockets will host the Orlando Magic at 8 a.m. For the 10th game, the New York Knicks travels to Chicago to face the Bulls at 8 in the morning. For game number 11, the Denver Nuggets will try to keep up with OKC in Minnesota as they go on the road to face the Utah Jazz at 9 a.m. For game number 12, the New Orleans Pelicans travels to Portland to face the Blazers at 10 a.m. For game number 13, the Los Angeles Lakers will host the Golden State Warriors at 10 a.m. For the 14th and last game scheduled tomorrow, the Los Angeles Clippers will travel to Arizona to face the Phoenix Suns. Tip-off is also at 10 in the morning.
Let us now take a quick look at the updated NBA team standings as of today, April 8, 2024.
Another reshuffle for the top spot. The race for the Western Conference top seed is still open as the Minnesota Timberwolves reclaims the top spot with 54 wins and 24 losses. Back at the second spot is the NBA defending champs Denver Nuggets, also with 54 wins and 24 losses. At third place is the Oklahoma City Thunder with 53 wins and 25 losses. Still chilling at the fourth spot is the Los Angeles Clippers with 50 wins and 28 losses and on a 3-game winning streak. At fifth spot is the Dallas Mavericks with 48 wins and 30 losses and have won 3 straight games. Going up to the sixth spot is the Phoenix Suns with 46 wins and 32 losses. Going down at seventh spot is the New Orleans Pelicans, also with 46 wins and 32 losses. Climbing to the eighth spot is the Sacramento Kings with 45 wins and 33 losses. Sliding to the ninth spot is the Los Angeles Lakers with 4 wins and 34 losses. 10th place belongs to the Golden State Warriors with 43 wins and 35 losses. Number 11 is the Houston Rockets with 38 wins and 40 losses and will now officially been eliminated from the playoffs. Number 12 is the Utah Jazz with 29 wins and 49 losses and lost 12 consecutive games. Number 13 is the Memphis Grizzlies with 27 wins and 51 losses. Number 14 is the Portland Trail Blazers with 21 wins and 57 losses. And on the 15th and final spot, the San Antonio Spurs managing to get only 19 wins so far along with 59 losses. In the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics continues to dominate as they got win number 62 along with just 16 losses and on a 5-game winning run. Still hanging on to the second spot is the Milwaukee Bucks with 47 wins and 31 defeats and have lost 4 consecutive games and have been struggling with their new head coach Doc Rivers. Climbing into the third place is the Orlando Magic with 46 wins and 32 losses. Also goes up to fourth spot is the New York Knicks with 46 wins and 32 losses. Going down to the fifth spot is the Cleveland Cavaliers with 46 wins and 33 losses after losing 3 consecutive games. At the sixth place is the Indiana Pacers with 45 wins and 34 losses. At seventh spot is the Miami Heat with 43 wins and 35 losses. In the eighth place is the Philadelphia 76ers with 44 wins and 35 losses and have won 5 straight games. At the ninth place is the Chicago Bulls with 37 wins and 41 losses. 10th spot belongs to the Atlanta Hawks with 36 wins and 42 losses and will be at the play-in games. Now eliminated are number 11 is the Brooklyn Nets with 31 wins and 48 losses. Number 12 is the Toronto Raptors with 25 wins and 53 losses. Number 13 is the Charlotte Hornets with 19 wins and 59 losses. Number 14 is the Washington Wizards with 15 wins and 64 losses. And on the 15th and final spot, the Detroit Pistons, managing to get only 13 wins so far along with 65 losses.
That's it for today's NBA updates. Make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Let's shoot that ball. Peace out.